Hello, beautiful world. Welcome back to the DUDEPOOL Gamescast. I'm the host, as per usual, the Dude 250. You can call me Nicky D, Nick Danger, the dangerous one. Hanging out again with my man Taylor Sager, also known online as Aliens Exist.
Hey guys.
And coming all the way from the great UK, he's the man with the master plan and the magical penis between his thighs. It's Danny Brutal Nature.
What?
Did I make him blush? Did I make you blush?
I was having a little sippy sip and a little water wart. And,
Okay.
you were talking about the
All
magical
right.
penis between my thighs?
That's you have you have
Is
a
it?
magic stick.
I'm sorry that your virgin ears couldn't
Mhm.
handle that, Danny.
That's right.
You put your sippy cup down. Are you okay?
That's right. We are the DUDEPOOL crew, coming each and every week to you with a bunch of video game goodness. And if you like this kind of shit, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. That intro rigmarole out of the way. I'm going to pass it over to Taylor for today's topic. What are we doing, big guy?
Well, E3 has happened. It's over. It's done with. We should talk about what our favorite parts about it. Is kind of what I was.
Christmas
thinking about
has
this
come
time.
and gone once
What's
again.
E3?
Yeah.
Well, Danny, for the uninitiated such as yourself, E3 is one of the biggest gaming expos for video
What's
game
gaming?
enthusiasts such as ourselves. Gaming is fuck you.
What's a fuck? Is that something I don't give?
Find
or
out
something
one
you
day,
don't
young
have?
man.
Yeah.
After you have your first beverage.
Ask your daddy about that one.
Oh, that's my girlfriend.
Yeah.
Mm.
Good idea.
Let's start with conferences. Did we all watch the conferences?
Yeah.
All of them?
I watched
Yeah.
the Sony one. I didn't watch any of the others, to be honest. I didn't have time.
That's
Well,
right,
that was the
that's
best
all right.
one, honestly. So you
Yeah.
weren't really.
Sony definitely won. Dude,
Yeah.
they had a full
Yeah.
fucking orchestra.
Yeah, that was
Yeah.
pretty
Done.
It's cool.
intense. Yeah,
And that weird
was certainly
That's all you
bitch
need
with the
from me.
beatboxing. That was weird. What was that? Kind of cool.
Oh yeah, the throat singing, the Icelandic throat singing, that was pretty.
Is
cool.
that what it was?
I enjoyed
Okay.
that. Yeah, I
Yeah, it
think
was
so.
different.
Yeah, I mean, it seemed like it. It was definitely throat singing of some kind. I'm not
Cool.
going to pinpoint it directly to Iceland, I guess, but I think
It
that's
was
where
Icelandic.
mostly-
I can say that. I'm
where
part
it
Icelandic.
comes from. Yeah, they were doing it for God of War, so I'm sure.
Ah,
she
of
was- it was
course.
Icelandic. Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
They opened with God of War. That's a hell of a way to
Yeah.
open the show with God of War 4.
Oh,
Yeah.
Let's talk
Not
about that.
God of War 4, just God of War.
yeah.
God of 4.
God of 4.
Four.
He's just got 4s tattooed all over him instead of the other shit.
That was a hell of a way to open the show, though, man. Like,
Sure was.
God of War really impressed me because I didn't think it was going to be... Or I figured it would be
More of the
just
same.
like all the other God of Wars, just set in a Norse setting, right?
Yeah.
But this looked more akin to like a Tomb Raider,
Yeah.
or like third person. He was a bit more open world. It looked like there was like connecting hub things because he walked
Mhm.
into that one area and it was like, new area discovered. And I was like, yay! So that was cool.
Yeah, I hope that they don't get us with the Metal Gear Solid 2 act, and then you end up just playing as the kid the whole time.
Yeah. What were
Let's
some
hope
other
not.
standouts of that conference for you guys?
From that one, obviously the Hideo Kojima trailer was
Yeah.
pretty nuts.
Yeah, I never got
everything
blind. I just kind of brushed it off. I was like, whatever. It was in the back of my head. I was like, this game went in development like 4 months ago.
Yeah, sure, but I
So
mean
that's not what it looks like.
I think it's got a whole lot of people from like PT or whatever from the Silent Hill
Yeah.
remake that they were going to make. I'm sure.
It screamed
Um,
like it was just a big fuck you to Konami from Kojima.
That's
It
what I was
so
going to
fun.
say, yeah.
Have you-
Definitely.
Have you guys seen that picture that's
Totally,
going
dude.
around now of Kojima with like a teacup and it just
Yeah.
says
Yep.
Konami's
Konami
tears
tears,
on it?
yeah.
He's drinking. Yeah, it's pretty awesome. Yeah, I like that. But yeah, it was kind of just a big fuck you. He's over in Sony. They're paying him whatever he wants. I think.
Taking
Konami
good
doesn't
care of
care.
him.
They just made a Metal Gear Solid pachinko machine.
Yeah, that's for sure. Yeah, they make tons of money.
What is
doing that stuff.
pachinko? And what is it?
It's
just-
gambling.
It's yeah. I don't know. I don't know how to play the game. I
I
know
have
that
no idea,
they
yeah.
had pachinko machines in Yakuza 4, the game. I
Oh.
sat there for 2 hours trying to figure out how to fucking play pachinko, and I got no fucking idea, dude. You throw balls up at stuff and hit things, and shit happens, and then you get like
Okay.
a little yellow birdie fluffy toy,
Wow.
Oh, wow.
a
Exciting.
little plushie.
I see.
Yeah, I've never
guess.
played it myself, so I couldn't tell you how you play that.
No,
Well, there you go. That's pachinko.
I
Yeah,
was
that's
pretty
for
impressed
sure.
by the looks of Days Gone because that was I think
Yeah.
Mhm.
one of the few surprises. Everything else that they talked about I kind of saw coming. This one I'd never heard of in my life. In the
Mhm.
rumors, I know Sony Bend was working on something. I had no idea what. I, like many others, assumed it was probably just a reboot of Siphon Filter, since reboots are so big these days.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
That looked cool. Even though, more zombies, but motorcycles, man. And I was a big Sons of Anarchy fan.
Yeah.
And I like
Plus,
the Lost
yeah.
and the Damned stuff.
Yeah. We haven't
So
seen
I'm okay
that
with-
before. Like the hordes
I'm so-
that they have.
Yeah,
No,
the way
no,
that they did
just
the hordes,
this
and,
World
like, the
War Z
traps and
style.
stuff like that.
That's crazy.
Yeah,
Like, and stopping.
And the
hordes of
animations look
zombies.
fucking good, too, eh?
Really good, yeah.
Yeah.
That was very Canadian of me. Look good, too, eh?
Yeah. Yeah, when they showed the first trailer in the conference, I honestly wasn't that like stoked about it. It was like, yeah, cool zombies, and you're on a motorcycle or whatever. That's
Right?
cool.
I got a little bit jazzed from the motorcycle gang thing. I was like, yeah.
But
Be the crew.
that second one, when that horde was chasing
Doing the gameplay demo.
holy, yeah, that
Mhm.
was insane. That's something I've never seen before, which
Oh,
is pretty
fuck
cool.
yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I like
Yeah,
that.
it was cool.
Yeah, I'm stoked.
Very
Absolutely. And, getting on and off the bike just whenever you want and how it can maneuver into little places. It makes
Mhm.
so much sense.
Looks like you can get different bikes and stuff like that. He had like a
Yeah.
dirt bike at one point.
That's dope.
Yeah.
Super
stuff.
okay with that.
cool. So you just have
What
a
else?
bike all the time? Is that? I
Yeah,
didn't
he did.
really look
Yeah,
into
I
it that
would
much.
assume.
I don't know
I
about
think
all
you're
the
part
time,
of a
but yeah.
biker gang.
Yeah.
And shit like that. Like the one guy had like road chief or something, like road
Oh,
captain
yeah.
or something, like stitched into his
That's
leather
cool.
jacket.
Yeah.
I like
so
bikes.
I think you're part of.
You are
like
part of
Sons
the. Yeah, you're like
Anarchy style bike
Exactly.
gang. Yeah.
100%.
Cool.
Yeah,
Yeah.
which was pretty sweet. Yeah, I'm pretty
What
excited
else
about
stood
that.
out to you there, Danielle?
What stood out to me? I mean, everything PlayStation showed. I mean, Sony showed was fucking cool, man.
Yep.
The big one for me was God of War, just because,
Yeah.
like you said, we didn't really see that coming. I mean, we knew God of War was gonna be at E3. I think we all kind of knew, and we saw the leak
Mhm.
of Kratos with his beard, so we knew what he was gonna look like. But even so, what a reveal to show him like that, and the crowd goes wild and stuff. But yeah, I mean, God of War
Yeah,
looking
man.
great, and an actual release date for The Last Guardian was
Yeah.
kind of nice to see, just so it can finally come out and we can stop talking about it. But that's, I mean, I'll probably play that game, and I'm sure it'll be a fine.
You don't think
little
they
game,
revealed too much on the one little trailer that they showed before the release date?
For the Last Guardian?
Did you not catch it?
Oh yeah, I saw it.
So there's two bird dogs?
Yeah, I saw. Yeah, it looks like it's an evil bird dog. Yeah,
I think they could have left that.
yeah, yeah.
I
You could have.
didn't.
Yeah.
I didn't pick up on that for some reason. Maybe I
don't
was
know.
drunk
Yeah, I
when
mean,
I
for
watched
me,
it.
I was like, we've been seeing this gameplay stuff for like 25 years now on The Last Guardian, and there's only been one bird dog, and then literally months before it comes out, you're like, okay, check this out, spoilers.
Second
Yeah, people were
bird
sold
dog.
on it already. They didn't have to do that, I guess.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's
everybody
true, yeah,
was
you
gonna
didn't need a
play it.
second
Is
one.
gonna play it. The sales pitch is fucking over. Don't
Yeah,
don't
don't spoil
fucking
more.
spoil anything. But they did,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and I'm like, all right, whatever. Maybe it's because your story won't make sense anyway. But
It might not be a big part in it. You know? Like, that
Yeah.
could just be like one little mini boss or whatever that you fight, and they're just kind of playing up on it.
yeah, it's not gonna happen. Yeah, I don't know.
But yeah, no, that Last Guardian looked cool. I'm excited. I'm really happy with the way that they did their presentation. Honestly, just like showing the trailers and just kind of getting right on to the point. Like they really only talked about like the Oculus Rift, and they talked about
PlayStation
getting
VR.
Crash Bandicoot back. Yeah, or sorry,
Yep.
not Oculus Rift. Yeah, PlayStation VR.
Rebooting Bandicooty.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3E,
Yeah,
and I'm okay with that.
I'm
Very
super okay with that.
I didn't think it was gonna happen.
Me either. Yeah,
I knew the Skylanders thing was gonna happen because that leaked a little while ago, and I figured that's
Right.
all
Mhm.
that it was gonna be. But
Yep.
it makes so much sense. People have been like, there's been a small pocket that's been very loud online that wants Crash remade,
Mhm.
and then they teased it in Uncharted 4, and then everybody was like, "Oh, that's so amazing!" And they garnered a lot of attention, and then sure as shit, everybody remembered Crash.
Yeah, but you know that the Vita is truly dead when they're remaking all three Crashes and they don't even release them on the Vita. It looks
No,
like they didn't even
the
say
Vita's
that
dead when
they're
they
gonna-
they talk about it literally for 0% of
Yeah.
E3.
even when they show the montage of hardware, there's no Vita.
There's
in
no
there at
Vita
all.
anywhere. It's dead.
It's so rough. Yeah.
There
Rest
was a
in
really
peace.
popular. Yeah,
Yeah.
there's a fake Twitter account, a fake Kaz Harai Twitter account. It's not actually Kaz, but he's got the name Kaz, and he troll posts all the time. As soon as the conference was done, he goes, "That was a great conference, Sony. The orchestra is sticking around to play out the death of the Vita."
Yeah, to play at the Vita's funeral.
To play at the Vita's funeral.
Yeah, that's a pretty hilarious tweet.
It was pretty good.
Yeah, it's unfortunate, but I don't think the Vita is going to be going on. I don't think they're going to be releasing anything else for it.
Yeah.
It sounds like.
What about that one game that looked kind of funky? Fuck, I can't remember the name of it right
Really
now.
narrowing it down
By a bunch of Bioshock developers.
Oh,
We the Few or
We the
something?
Few.
We
That
the
was in the
Few.
We the
Xbox.
Happy Few?
Yeah, that was
Yeah.
it.
Conference.
Something like that. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. That's because it's because they on the Xbox they have that that you can play alphas or whatever, right?
Yeah.
Like you can play Arc Evolved or whatever, and that We the Few is in alpha right now as well, and you can play that.
Right.
Or I think it's soon you can play that. But
Cool.
yeah, it's made by a bunch of different Bioshock.
I mean,
devs.
I saw that what they showed there, and then I watched about 15 minutes worth of gameplay, and it looks fucking crazy.
Yeah.
Like just looks ridiculous.
Yeah.
Like the gameplay I watched, he would walk up into a house, and this person would be like, "Get out of my house!" And then he'd like press A to talk, and the character would be like, "I like squirrels," and then he'd just run away, like really weird shit. And I was like, "What the fuck? This makes no sense." But stylistically, it looks very much
Yeah.
like Bioshock.
Yeah, it's got like a very Clockwork Orange sort of feel to it, and and very very Bioshocky. Yeah, it seems cool. I don't even know. I didn't even see very much like action or whatever in the stuff that I saw.
Looked weird. He was like pushing people downstairs and stuff that were
Right.
chasing him around because he stole some cloth from somebody or something.
Right. Yeah, so I'm not really too sure what the
Video games.
minute-to-minute gameplay is going to be in
No
there, but
idea.
I'm certainly excited to play it. I guess I don't know if is it going to be coming out on the PS4, do you think? Or
I have no idea.
Yeah.
Maybe not.
it might
I don't
just be
think
on,
so.
on
Beats me.
Windows or whatever. Steam
Yeah,
and
probably on
should-
PC for sure.
Yeah. I think pretty much everything that's coming out for the Xbox this year is going to be on the computer.
Looks like that. Yeah, looks that way.
Yeah, that's a cool
Fine
thing
by
that they're
me.
playing up. You know, you buy it once, you get it on both systems,
Right.
which is a nice thing to do, I suppose.
Totally.
But I don't know if they're doing it the other way. I'm sure that you can find out, but I haven't actually looked to see if you can buy it on the Windows and transfer it over to an Xbox.
Yeah, I don't know.
But
Time will
yeah.
tell.
Yeah.
Anything else standing out for you there, Danny-O?
I like
They didn't show
the,
any,
what's
sorry,
it?
go ahead.
No, what were you gonna say?
I was just gonna say they didn't show any No Man's Sky at all, which I think is a
No.
good thing.
No.
They need to give that game
Yeah, give it a
some
rest.
breathing room.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
it's
I was
coming
gonna
out right
say.
away. So
Is it coming out right away? When's it coming out?
in August, yeah, or it got
Okay.
pushed again, right? So
Yeah.
yeah, it's early August now.
What I was gonna say is Call of Duty Infinite Warfare. I think it kind of
Yeah,
redeemed
that demoed
itself
really
just
well.
a little
That
bit
did, yeah.
in people's eyes.
I didn't know it was Call of Duty for the first little while, which is exciting.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it looked very.
I liked it a lot.
When it first started and they were going in the ship and stuff, and I was like, "Is this like a full-fledged Eve Valkyrie or something?
Yeah.
Like, what's going on?" And then the gun came out, and I immediately was like,
Yeah, you
"Call of
can tell,
Duty."
yeah.
Grappling hook, yeah.
Yeah, but then it was cool because that space war was kind of neat, right? Like
Yeah, it was
running
cool.
up and pulling people's masks off and
Yep.
grappling around and
Yeah.
like zero gravity
Yeah,
stuff.
the no gravity.
It's been done before, but never in a Call of Duty, so that's exciting. It's a franchise that's annualized for that long. To find something that they haven't done yet is it's kind of impressive. You know, got to give them
Yeah.
props for that.
I think
I'd
it looks
be really
fun.
excited to play.
Yeah, I do
play
too.
that in VR. Honestly, on the PlayStation VR, if they could do that, but I don't know. They played the trailer like right after all of the VR stuff, so it was kind of weird. So I
Right.
kind of thought it was going to be a VR game when they first started it, but then they didn't announce any sort of VR capabilities with it, so I don't think they're going.
It looks like you're kind of in and out of your little like jet fighter thing, like real without
Yeah.
any brakes or anything. It's like you're in and out and you're shooting people and then you're flying around. So yeah, I don't think. I mean, I want that game to succeed because I thought the backlash against it was fucking ridiculously stupid.
right.
So
Yeah.
I would like to see it succeed. I think it looks like it's going to be another solid fucking shooter to have some fun with. I don't know why people have to. Anyway, that's a different discussion. That's me getting annoyed about COD hate again, even though I'm not necessarily even the biggest COD guy. But yeah, I thought it looked cool.
Yeah.
And another similar sort of game, I guess. Titanfall 2 looked really cool as well. Even though that engine's shown its age a little bit, I think
It
personally.
is,
but
yeah.
but
Yeah,
it looks
I noticed that as
fun.
well.
It looks really fun. It looks like there's a single player now, and we've got a little trailer bit for that. And the multiplayer looks like they've added in a grapple hook kind of thing too, and some new Titan style moves, which look cool. So that'll be interesting to
full-on
see how
single
that plays
player,
out.
which I think will help the game.
Yeah, I said that. Yeah,
It
and
seems like you have like a Titan that follows
sorry.
you around as well, and in the single player, which seems kind of cool.
And plus, all the DLC for that's going to be free. All the maps and shit's free, so that's really cool. I like that. I just wanted to put that in.
Yeah.
That is good, yeah. That's
Another
exciting
one,
stuff.
Hopefully, you can grab me for a bit longer than the first game did.
Yeah, let's hope so. But
I played. Well, no, it's not a shot at it. It's just.
That's happened to a lot of people. I think it died off quite quickly. I had a few weeks, maybe a month with it, and then it kind of died for me because there wasn't enough game. There wasn't enough in there. But I thought what was there was really good. So we'll see what the number 2 brings. But we've discussed that in the previous episode. We haven't discussed probably is Horizon Zero Dawn. What did you guys think about what you see in that?
That's what I was going to say, yeah. It looks great. The demo that they showed looked a little canned, but I mean...
And some of the voice acting.
I think it's going to come out, in November or something? I think is the idea.
Right.
October. I mean, it looks great. I'm really excited for the setting, made by the guys who do Killzone, right? So I feel like it's going to be a great game. I don't think there's going to be any sort of multiplayer aspect to it. It doesn't look like, so it's going to be just kind of sort of like a Tomb Raider-esque. Explore around, destroy crazy machine animals and stuff like that, which is cool.
Yeah, that's
I like that
pretty
idea.
different,
like the
right?
mounts.
Yeah.
That was kind of a cool thing that they showed off. That grappling hook gun is really cool. You can like tie things down and stuff like that.
Oh yeah, they sure were showing off that a while back, where you can fucking hook up the legs of an ATST and take it down.
Yeah. Yeah, so I like that whole idea. I mean, the game looks like it's gonna be fun as shit. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm continually impressed by everything that they show for it. I mean, yeah, it was canned, the demo, but everything at E3 is totally canned. The trick is to get a slice that doesn't come off
Feel
as
too
canned, but it always is, right? Yeah. They practice that fucking thing over and over and over again. And half of them have cheats on, right? So you're not seeing them get hurt, and you can't die, and all that kind of shit. But
one demo that they showed at the Xbox conference actually for Final Fantasy 15, that was probably the worst demo I think I've ever seen. It was just
Final Fantasy 15 has never demoed well for me. I don't know why.
It looked really horrible. It was just them fighting a giant a Titan essentially.
Are you talking
like
the VR part?
Yeah, the VR part was what I was thinking. That looked horrendous.
The VR part was
VR part
horrendous
was even
as
worse.
well.
That was like, I was
the
like,
whole
why?
thing,
Horrible.
like,
What
together.
the fuck are you thinking about? Jesus
Yeah.
Christ.
I couldn't believe
Who
what I was
wants to
seeing.
play as
And
Noctis or whatever the fuck?
The only thing that went through my head is like, hey, you've been fucking working on that game for quite a while now, and you're almost there. Why start fucking around with VR now? It's not in the game for the first 4 or 5 years of development. Maybe don't put it in and work on it on the next one. You know? Jesus Christ.
It makes no sense. I mean, if they
We'll make a little
include it for free,
standalone game or something. Right?
it's fine. But I don't see why they're even wasting time on it. It looks like
No, I
piece of
don't.
garbage.
Get your fucking head out of your ass.
But I mean, yeah. I mean, even the demo that they showed of the actual gameplay for the game, I was really not impressed with. They should have showed any other part of the game, honestly, and I would have been more impressed than what they showed there.
Yeah,
it was sad.
That to be said too. I didn't care for the platinum demo that they showed off either. I don't think that demo's the game well at all. I think I think the whole their marketing is shit.
But the other demo they had, like Episode Dusky or whatever, that was a really good demo.
I never played it, but I saw it, and I could say it was probably a more apt representation of the game.
Exactly. Yeah, it actually shows you what kind of the moment-to-moment gameplay is going to be like in the game, instead of just getting you to run through like a child's room in like miniature form, which is really more like Kingdom Hearts than anything else.
Right.
So that was kind of bad, and also like pretty much the whole Ubisoft presentation, just mostly how long and drawn out it was kind of like the worst parts of
Ubisoft
of E3.
had a shit conference.
Yeah,
it wasn't very good.
It was way too long. for what they
Yeah.
were showing off. The one
Overindulgent.
thing that was really awesome was Watch Dogs 2. I'm really excited.
Watch Dogs
about
2 look really, really good. Yeah,
that
absolutely.
looked so awesome, yeah. And the thing that's ridiculous with that, even though, is that they come out to show Assassin's Creed the movie, and of course they announced they're going to make Watch Dogs the movie now as well.
Yep.
Because Assassin's Creed the movie is going to do so well, they already know that it's going to be a blockbuster hit. That Watch Dogs is going to be the next great video game movie.
Yeah, I mean, Ubisoft's just
Ridiculous.
looking to grab as much cash as humanly possible, so they're licensing out their IPs once they got a foothold, right? Like, Watch
Yeah.
Dogs 1, they come out and like, it was a smashing success, and I was like, it got a lot of flack, actually.
Yeah.
And the reason it sold so much is because it was a launch title, you fucking hypocrite. Like, the launch title sucked.
Yeah. Yeah, they certainly did, yeah. They're all
Congratulations,
up-res
you
PS3
beat
games.
Shadowfall.
Yeah.
Good job.
Yeah, or Second Son, I guess, was pretty much the only other PS4 like.
Yeah, but that wasn't even rated at launch, Second Son.
No. Oh yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm.
One game that I was totally impressed by and got me totally reinvigorated on the franchise was Resident Evil 7.
Yeah. That
I
was.
saw that
insane.
first person bit and I was like, yes, it looks scary again.
Yeah.
It's not fucking, Resident Evil 6 or even 5 I didn't care for. It got
No.
too far away from what it used to be.
Yeah.
It was an action game now, and I was
yeah.
like, that's not what it's supposed to be. It's supposed to be a lot of tension.
Mhm.
I remember in the old Resident Evils, I never killed half the fucking zombies.
Yeah.
You,
mostly just
run
away.
around them or freak the fuck out and go run away from them,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
You
Yeah,
know-
a lot of the time the zombies were put there and you couldn't get past them. You had to
Yeah.
figure something else out.
Yeah, it wasn't an over-the-shoulder shooter.
No.
Yeah.
No, it
Third
wasn't
person
mowing
shooter.
down hundreds of zombies like Days Gone or whatever.
Yeah,
But yeah, no, I was really impressed with that and the fact that you can play it all in VR. That looks pretty freaking amazing.
very excited about
Apparently, the VR is really nauseating and difficult to stomach right now.
that. I did
so
hear a
hopefully
little
they'll
bit
fix
about that.
Just in that game, or like
Yeah,
just in that
apparently with
game.
that game
Yeah.
specifically.
Oh, okay.
But
Hopefully they'll fix
because
yeah,
what is it based on? Just on like the movements, or is it because
Think
you
so.
actually have like
it. I don't know.
decomposing bodies around you and shit like that?
no,
Might
no,
be a
no,
bit of
no,
everything.
no, not about that.
Oh,
Might be a bit of everything.
Yeah, I don't know.
Interesting. Yeah, that kind of sucks. Yeah, hopefully they can figure that out because I certainly don't want to be puking if I'm playing that game.
No.
I do. It makes it 4D.
40.
That's the fourth
You're
dimension.
like running
yeah.
away from zombies. Like,
Oh god! If I run for more than a minute, I'm gonna puke. Right? So if I'm running away from the
It's like
zombie,
your own personal nausea bar. You'll have to like watch. Yeah.
yeah, man. They could market that shit. They could,
Take a
it could
grab
come with
all
like
and
a
shit.
Resident Evil puke bucket.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That game could be
Sock up
huge
in
for
your-
Capcom, that's for sure. Have you guys
Yeah, good.
played the
Yeah.
demo yet?
No, I
haven't.
haven't because
No,
I
me
want to
neither.
film it.
Yeah, I was waiting
Yeah.
until we had just a late night together
Maybe
to
tonight.
to film that.
After we
So it'd
jam
be
or
a good
something.
one. A good one to definitely to film it the first time you play through it, and
Mhm.
definitely to do that.
We're going
in
a
the
bit
middle of
long
the
here, but
night.
I got a couple more I'd like to talk about. That's
Yeah, me
for
too.
sure.
Me too.
Go for it.
The other one that really fucking impressed me was South Park.
Oh man,
The Fractured Butthole.
fractured butthole. Yeah.
It just made me laugh so hard and uncontrollably. I just want them to have my money.
Yeah, that was
Right now.
easily, I think, the best part of the Ubisoft conference.
Yeah.
But even that went on too long. Like,
I don't think so. That was only like 15 minutes.
oh man, it was like they broke everything down into 3 parts. Like they play a
They-
trailer, they get like Trey
Trey-
Parker and Matt
yeah,
Stone to
totally.
come out to talk, then they play
And they were
another
hilarious.
trailer. Yeah, no, that part was still the best, but still, like, how long do you have to make this for these games? Like every game had something like that where it was like 3 different parts. Even the Assassin's Creed movie, they had the director come out.
Well,
and
they
talk
shouldn't
about
have. They
filming
shouldn't.
and-
I think that's what really killed the whole conference for me was the fucking movie bits. I was like, this is a game expo.
Yeah.
Get that shit out of here, you
Yeah.
marketers.
Well, it's Assassin's Creed.
I
Just
don't
like
give
a
it's
fuck.
like
It's a movie, it's a
you can't,
different
medium.
not talk about Assassin's Creed. right?
Yes, you can. I don't talk about Assassin's Creed all the time.
I was kind of hoping that when she said that, she was like, "Yeah, it's Ubisoft, and
Danny got it.
you can't go through a
I always
Ubisoft
get it.
presentation without going into Assassin's Creed." I was hoping she would just be like, "But this year we are," and
Yeah.
she was just gonna skip over it.
No
Oh,
doubt.
that would have been way better. Skip over any of that shit and it would have been better.
Right?
Cut the shit.
other one that was a total surprise for me, and I had no idea it was coming, was Spider-Man.
Yeah, Spider-Man
Right.
looks great.
Good shout.
Yeah.
Yeah. Exclusive
Spider-Man
PS4.
fucking rad.
Yeah, that is going to be pretty fucking amazing. Yeah, I'm pretty
Crazy.
I'm
excited.
just
Yeah,
a bit
looks really
curious as to whether it's... Yeah, it is exclusive to PS4, absolutely, Danny.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm curious as to how it breaks down. Like, is it going to be more open world like Spider-Man 2, or is it going to be more of a linear experience, similar to, like...
Shattered Dimensions.
Yeah, sure, Shattered Dimensions. I was going to say Ratchet and Clank, because Insomniac's making it, right?
Oh,
Yeah,
right,
I think
yeah.
I think we're in safe hands with Insomniac. I was saying that to Taylor the
Yeah.
other day. I think that's a
Absolutely.
fucking reliable studio right there.
I'm just... I'm not saying either way would be better. I'm just
Sure.
curious. I want
Yeah,
to know
you just
more,
wanna know,
right?
yeah.
I want
I
to, like...
think-
Because in Ratchet and Clank, I don't know if that's a thing to compare it to, but it's the last Insomniac game I played, and it was fucking
Yeah.
awesome.
Yeah,
They
it
had
was.
big open spaces, but they were all just connected hub worlds,
Yeah.
kind of.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You could switch between.
Yeah.
I think that as far
Or
as
is it going to be more linear, similar to what was the last game they did? Resistance.
yeah.
Well,
Right.
Sunset Overdrive. Wasn't that the last
Yeah,
one?
Sunset
they did?
Overdrive. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's true,
I never
The
played that one, that's
Xbox,
right, yeah.
the
Yeah,
Xbox exclusive. Yeah, I never played that one either.
Apparently, it was really good.
Yeah, that's what I
Yeah.
heard too.
No
But I
one
think,
bought it,
I
I
mean,
guess.
as far as the Spider-Man games go, I think like basically the mainstay of the good ones is that you can just swing through Manhattan. You know, like
Yeah.
that. I would spend hours in Spider-Man 3, which is probably not the best of the Spider-Man games,
Right.
and just swing through Manhattan, and just fuck around and just kind of like jump off buildings and just see how fast you can just like go through the city streets and shit like that. I just had so much fun doing that. So I don't know, like I don't like Spider-Man games that are more closed off, like Shattered Dimensions, which was a little bit more linear, as I recall, which is why I didn't get it, because I feel like every Spider-Man game should have that. It doesn't have to be Manhattan, but I mean, I feel like you should be able to swing through a huge open area.
You
Right.
figure they'll kind of follow the Arkham formula a little bit, just because it's been so successful. Just that kind of, you do have a bit of an open world, but you can kind of
Yeah.
approach missions.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
How you want them, and then kind of those individual missions sort of play out a little bit more linear once you're in them, but you then return
Right.
to your open world and can do what you want. But you'd think they might do that kind of thing, but we'll see.
I would hope
Who
so.
knows?
It's just that every part in the trailer that it showed, it all looked super cinematic, which makes me think
Yeah, that's true.
linearity.
Yeah,
In
but
the
it was
area,
all
right?
outside on the city streets. you
Yeah,
know?
but that doesn't. Yeah,
I feel like those are all like Danny's saying, they're missions that you can like find or whatever, and then
Sure.
you're stuck in this path.
Yeah, like
or
yeah.
whatever.
Nobody
cinematic
wants to
stuff.
see an
Closed off
invisible
area.
wall in the middle of
Yeah.
New York City, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think
how much of that
there
was
might be stuff
gameplay?
Like that, like
Was any of it gameplay?
That's true. Yeah, I don't know. Like
I don't think so.
we need to know more at this
Yeah.
point, but
I-
it
but
looks
it looks
pretty
cool.
fucking awesome.
yeah, it
Looks-
looks great. All the powers that they've got him doing look great. The new suit looks interesting and weird. I've never seen a suit like that before.
Mhm.
I don't know
It
where
looked
comes
more akin to the one from Civil War.
from. Yeah,
Yeah.
similar. Yeah,
'Cause
but
the
with
eyes
were
moving
especially,
and
yeah.
stuff, yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks good. I'm wondering where they're going to put him as far as his timeline, like if it's going to be the beginning of his stuff, if he's going to be well established. I guess he's already in New York and stuff like that, so he probably is going to be.
Mhm.
Yeah, I don't know.
We'll see.
Yeah. Any other last minute things you guys want to talk about there?
No, not really. I think we
Any
covered the
big
gamut.
Well,
ones?
not really. I mean, yeah, we
Covered
covered
the
the
spectrum.
We talked about Battlefield 1 before. They only really showed that same trailer.
Ghost Recon Wildlands.
Wildlands, yeah, we talked
Meh.
about that before, didn't we?
No, we didn't yet.
Not yet. I think we were.
I was
going
going
Oh.
to take that, but then I got sick, so we didn't do that yet.
The whole world's
But
blowing up about it. They're all very excited about it, and
Yeah.
I'm all like,
I thought it looked a
I'm
bit.
kind of
meh,
feeling
whatever.
like it's like The Division, yeah.
Oh, there was one that surprised me. One game that got me really excited because the genre seems to have just disappeared. Steep.
Steep?
Steep looked really cool to me. The skiing,
No.
snowboarding game.
Whoa, I don't know. I thought
it looked pretty
it's on
shit.
shaky ground for me.
Looked
Still pretty
pretty
early.
shit.
Yeah, it's
It was
pretty
alpha
early.
footage, but I thought that looked pretty fucking cool.
I like the idea a lot.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I want them to make an actual game out of it. I hope it's not just like a sim like what they showed off where it's like, yeah, make your line and then like, film your line and show your lines.
Oh, you see,
to
that's what I
people.
want. I just want to be able to go on a mountain and hang out for 40 minutes and just go down some cool places. Because I ski in real life.
Yeah, I understand.
Right, so and no games, even all the old, they were all snowboarding games.
Yeah.
No
that's true.
ski games ever.
Yep, that's true.
just fucking excites me, and I can jump out of a helicopter and shit like that. That's
Yeah, and a
dope.
wingsuit.
Yeah, I'm a
shit like
big
that.
skier every winter, so that got me going. If I can just jump onto the mountain for half an hour and do some sweet lines and chill out and listen to some like nice relaxing tunes, that was the coolest part about SSX for me. Yeah, there was a cool campaign to do, but
Yeah.
I just did free mode. Like I'd go to the
Right.
top of the mountain, just start and go all the way to the bottom of the mountain while listening to some tunes,
Right.
and throwing some snowballs at some motherfuckers. And that was a good time. That's all I needed.
Yeah, I want there to be like I like that idea, but I want there to be a campaign or something to do, something that's like I don't know, unlockables or something. I don't know. Something that makes it
There's
a
challenges.
game, you know.
There's challenges.
Yeah.
Yeah, they showed challenge lines, and then you can even set your own lines and challenge a friend and set your
Right.
scores.
Right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's all I need out of it.
Yeah.
You know,
that's
fuck
great,
yeah.
man. I mean, yeah. I hope
It's like
great.
I don't want to race anybody. I don't
No.
ski to race. It's not a.
I don't need to
like
race
nah. I
people.
just want to go.
Yeah,
I
just
want to do cool tricks. And that's
Yeah.
it.
I don't know what I'm looking for, but I want something to make it like a feeling of progression. I suppose is what I'm looking for.
That's
Yeah.
fair.
And like
I don't really need that out of that kind of a game.
And
That
going
game's just
through
like a
something.
relaxing kind of a thing
Right.
for me. You know, more of a
Right.
just do your thing.
yeah, I feel that way about No Man's Sky. You know, where I don't need
Sure,
anything.
totally.
I can just run around.
Exactly.
or
I
fly
don't
around
need to
space.
win or lose at that. I just need to chill the fuck out.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's what I want. If that makes sense to you, right?
Mhm.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
That's cool.
Yeah.
I mean, I really liked Shaun White when it came out, which
Yeah.
is also Ubisoft, and I'm sure that it's going to be kind of similar. Use a lot of those same sort of physics and mechanics and stuff like that. So that game was well done, and I hope that this one is as well done. or
Yeah, it
better.
looked pretty cool.
Yeah.
I liked how almost hyper realistic the mountain looked,
Yes.
which was nice.
Well,
to
they
me.
live at the base of that mountain or
Yeah.
whatever. Like,
Yeah.
Jesus, that's crazy. Yeah.
Anyway, that's the final shout for me.
Yeah.
Yep.
I'll say one. My final one was Prey from Bethesda. I'm
Sure.
excited
Yeah,
about
yeah. We
that.
didn't talk about Prey,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
There's not a whole lot on it yet, but
Right.
it
Looks
like a
looks
full
interesting.
reboot. Yeah, it
Yeah.
looks really, really cool. I'm really, really excited. Looks
Right.
scary as fuck. Yeah, I hope it's like space ghosts and shit going on. Weird paranormal activities in space.
I don't think that's going to be the case.
No, I think it's gonna be more like aliens and kind
Oh, I watched the big developer talk about it after.
Oh, really?
Yeah. First of all, when asked what it has to do with the previous praise, he says it's just. He was pretty vague, and I don't think it has anything to do with the previous praise, but
Right.
it's just they're rebooting it essentially.
Mhm.
And he said the aliens are really scary, but not like ghosty or ethereal or right anything like that. No supernatural
Are
stuff.
they gonna be like some symbiotes?
They were kind of symbiotic, yeah. But I think he hinted at the fact that those weren't the only
Yeah, I'm sure.
type
yeah.
of aliens.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I'm excited for everything that's going to come from that. I
Mhm.
hope it doesn't have any sort of release date or anything behind it yet, does it?
No, I doubt it. It's
I hope
probably quite a ways away.
Yeah, I hope it's sooner rather than later, but I'm sure we'll see it again at next E3.
I don't care if it's sooner rather than later, based off of how many games are coming out soon. Jesus,
Right.
my wallet.
Yeah.
Yeah. What about you, Danny? Do you have a last one to throw in there?
No, that's pretty much it, man.
Yeah,
Covered
we
your
kind of
concerns?
covered everything. I think.
Yeah, I think so.
I'm looking at the list, and I mean, there's a couple more on here, but I don't want to call it.
You guys have missed a big one out that you'll probably regret. So even though we're running really fucking long on this video, I'm gonna say it
Alright.
for you anyway.
Say
You
it.
haven't talked about Zelda yet.
I know. Zelda is looking amazing. Probably
Okay, there we go.
definitely
That's
the
a good
best thing
topic.
out of-
Thanks.
Yeah, that's the show for that
Just
one. It's
kidding.
cell shaded and poopy.
No way. It's gonna be
I don't
great.
like the art style, and I didn't
Great.
like Skyward Sword that much, but
I think this one's gonna be way better than Skyward Sword, and I enjoyed Skyward Sword. It's probably not.
I think
on
this
my
one definitely
top five.
harkened back to the older ones more so than the last few, which is nice to see.
Yeah, and I'm liking the new physics-based problems and stuff like that you're gonna be going through, which is really cool.
Mhm.
Fire and wind and stuff like that.
But yeah, no talk
Cool.
of the NX, so
No, which is
that's
weird.
and that's when I wouldn't buy a Wii U to play Zelda. So
I'm
I'll
totally
be-
buying a Wii U to play Zelda
Why wouldn't you wait for the NX to come out?
because I don't think it's gonna be on the NX.
They already said it's going to be on the NX.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well, then maybe I'll wait. But
Yeah,
it depends.
exactly.
It depends because they're supposed to start making them this October. So I mean, it's gonna come out like what months after Zelda comes out then?
Yeah.
Like, why didn't they even talk about it? It
They
seems
did the
weird.
exact same thing with Twilight Princess. Why
Oh,
is
I
that
know.
freaking you out?
But they had already announced the Wii and everything like that. You already knew when the Wii was coming out.
Yeah, but we already know this is a
And
thing.
the
They're
one
doing the
that-
exact same thing. We just don't have a release date yet.
And the one that came out for the Wii was way worse than the one that came out for the GameCube anyway. So,
yeah, but that's because of motion controls.
and they completely mirrored it and completely switched the whole thing around
Yeah,
because
yeah,
the
whatever.
guy didn't want to play with a left-handed character.
Again, motion controls.
Yes, motion.
There you go. Anyway, that's the show for today. Yeah, leave in the comments what you liked about E3. If you saw anything that we left out and you want to talk about it, hit us up. Don't forget to hit that like button, comment, subscribe, all that goodness. Check it out on Facebook at facebook.com/officialdudpoolgaming and at Twitter at dudepoolgaming. From us to you, we love you, and yeah, keep on keeping on.
See you guys.